I put love on one shoulder and patience on the other, and on my back I carried humor. After living with my mother in law, who had Alzheimer, I discovered that I needed to understand the emotions associated with her actions. Underneath their certain behaviors lied the various reasons our loved one may be acting out. Perhaps the frustration, anger, etc., could be attributed to them being in physical pain but unable to communicate it specifically. It could be from feeling unsafe. It could be from them picking up emotions from it could be wait a minute. It could be from them picking up emotions from their people, surroundings that they may be anxious, provoking. We are not professionals and find ourselves in this role simply because we love the person who has received the diagnosis and want to help them and try our best to keep them happy, safe, and feeling that they still have a purpose in life. I used to get caught up with my loved ones' behavior and quickly become frustrated myself because I would focus on the logic part of her behavior. But quickly I realized that her behavior was all a part of the disease. I've gained more understanding and empathy. Like anything else, there were good days and bad days. And as her caregiver, I had to find better ways to communicate and stimulate her memory. So rather than trying logic to her actions, let me read that again. So rather than trying to logic her actions away, I look forward to establishing and creating more ways of being present with her and understanding the emotions rather than her actions. Writing this book was very cathartic for me. It helped me fill the void after her passing. My prayers are that you see in a different perspective and you enjoy the journey that life takes you on as best as you can. This is a one in a lifetime opportunity. You know, I was thinking about the time that I was trying to get her to take a shower. And the older she got, she didn't want to get in that water because she said she stayed cold too long afterwards. And so I was trying to get her to get in the shower. And I would say, well, come on, we're going to take a shower. She said, no, you take a shower. I said, no, we're going to take a shower. And when I said that, I immediately knew, now you're finna challenge her and she's finna challenge you back. And she said it again, no, you take a shower. I said, okay, I tell you what. Why don't we just sit around and wait for a while, maybe to warm up. I had to regroup. I had to rethink because for her, if you stand up and challenge her, it just made her stand up and challenge you because she didn't know any different. But you know, one thing about my mother-in-law that I realized, to an extent, she had to be in charge. She wasn't ready. She still knew enough that she wasn't ready to let me just take over. It was kind of like, you know, I'm grown too. You know, I know how to take a shower. So I had to realize that when that came out also, okay, so I've got to let her be in charge because that's where she is. So you got to meet them where they are. And I was like, okay, I'll tell you what, when you're ready, before the day is over, we'll go ahead and take a shower, you know. And she said, yeah, when I'm ready.
Oh, goodness.
And yeah, when I'm ready. So it's just a lot of different ways you have to approach it. But one thing the Lord showed me, he said, you're trying to talk to your mother-in-law, and that's not your mother-in-law.
Right.
That was the part that's hard because, like you said, you see it's happening, but you don't want to believe it. Do you remember, Mom? Yes, you remember that. And they don't. But we want them to because we're not ready to accept the fact that, man, she really don't remember. You're not ready for that.
Yeah, you're personally not ready.
No, you're not.
You know there's truth to it, but you are grabbing on for as long as you can.
You're trying to hold on to everything that you know. And they're just going to another level. But you know, that's a hard thing for caregivers because we have to constantly pay attention to our attitudes and the way we do things because of the loved one that we're taking care of. And I'm telling you, they catch on quick.
Mm-hmm.
They catch on quick, our attitude. And I remember I used to, before I ever get out of my bed, I pray before I come out of my door.
Mm-hmm.
Because I have all my kids, and when they were little, I said, okay, get it together, because when you go out of this door, it's on.
Yeah.
It's on. And I adopted that same thing with my mother-in-law. I would pray before I ever come out of there. And I would be like, okay, now get yourself together. You finna love her. You finna take care of her. You finna keep her calm. We gonna stay in peace. I talked to myself. And when I came out of there, whatever I was feeling, upset, whatever, I had to put it to the side. That's the thing about caregivers. We have to put ourselves to the side a lot. It's kind of like, okay, you get to the side, I'll pick you up later, but I've got to deal with this right now. So that's why I encourage caregivers to take time out for yourself. Don't feel bad about that. You need to be recharged.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got to have some recharging time because it does pull on you, and we don't recognize it because we're involved. We're in there. We don't have time to, look around. We got a job to do.
Yeah.
But that's why we have to constantly take some time out for yourself because you've got to recharge to be able to get back in there in the morning or get back in there tonight. We have to constantly always stay ahead. So that's where the Lord comes in at.
Mm-hmm.
Without the Lord, I don't know how I could have done it because I constantly prayed, show me how to do it, show me what to do, show me what not to do. And he did thing because when I was dealing with my mother-in-law, I was getting frustrated and I couldn't figure this thing out. And then I realized, Lord, you need to help me. And he showed me. He said, I've been here all alone. I was just waiting on you to come back. I kind of took off and started doing it on my own. And I had to realize, wait a minute. The Lord is going to show me. He's with me. It's kind of like I left him. He didn't leave me. So I had to stop, regroup, go back. I always call it my little closet, but I go in my room and I prayed. And I asked for forgiveness for taking off without him knowing I should have asked him in the first place. So I started all over again. And next thing you know, that's how I come about with the way I ended up writing a book.
Mm-hmm.
He showed me, okay, now, this is what we're going to do. Not you going to do, I'm going to do. This is what we're going to do. And he showed me how to take care of her in a whole different manner. Yeah, you have to know, like that one song, you got to know when to hold them,
Yeah.
know when to fold them, and know when to walk away. You've got to know that. Because as time go on, you realize it's not important to dot every I and cross every T with them.
That's right.
That's not important. And like you said, my mother-in-law, she had a wig. And that wig drove me crazy because it looked crazy. And she would put that wig on. And we finna go to Walmart. Well, Mom, why don't you just comb? No, I want this one. Well, why don't you want a cap on it, a hat? No, I don't want. And I realized we finna bump heads over a wig. Who cares?
Right.
Put the wig on and let's go. We have to, that's the point where we have to bow down and take the shame. We go out and I want my mother-in-law looking good, just as good as I am. But she going out with this crazy wig on. How's that gonna make me look? It's not about me.
That's right. I completely.
That's the
identify.
thing. It's not about you anymore. When I was dealing with my mother-in-law, I realized it's not about me. It's all about her. I don't care what anybody else thinks. We'll walk out of here with one shoe on. If that's what she want to do, we go to Walmart with one shoe on. It was about her. She put that wig on. We go to Walmart, wouldn't have a problem. Now, I had a problem when I tried to get her to take that thing off.
Mm-hmm.
But then, wear your wig.
Yeah.
And then I start telling her, girl, that wig look good on you. Where'd you get that from? And she start talking, and we walk on out of the house. Have a good day.
Yeah. Yeah. Pick your battles.
Pick your
It's really
battles. You got to know.
battles to keep them safe
Is to keep them safe,
and as clean as possible.
clean as possible, and happy. But
Yeah.
if it's no big thing, so what? She got a wig that looked like the cats had it. But let her wear it. And I'll never forget when we went out the first time with that wig on. I was like, oh my God. What are they going to say? What are they going to think? And then afterwards, I was like, who cares? She's actually coming to the store and not freaking out and upset. Who cares? And after that,
Yeah.
it wasn't about them, the people or what people thought. It was about my mother-in-law. And that's why I think about when the Lord said repentance, he put that there for a reason, because he knew we were going to get lost some.
Yeah.
But he always left the door open for us to come back. So on this journey, you're going to get lost, but you can always get back on track. And you had a therapist to go to and stuff. Well, I had my husband, and he encouraged me a lot. And when I would feel down on myself, and man, I don't think I did that right, he would always let me know, you don't know how to do this no more than she do, because it's new on both of you.
Yeah. That's like everything else. It's like starting a new job and you're going before him. Okay, help me.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah. You're not supposed to know how to do this because it's new. Kind of like when we first become mothers. You're not supposed to know how to be a mother. You've never been a mother before. You have to learn your way through it. And that's where the Lord comes in at. He shows us, like you said, he already knows about us. He knows everything. He even knows our thoughts we're thinking before we think them.
Right.
So why not go to the one that has all the answers? Yeah. And I just want to say that we have what we need to do this because God has given it to us. We always say Jesus is love. We are too. We have it. We can do this. We can do this journey.
Yeah.
Because it starts with you. You have to get you together first. And like you said, no, everybody didn't have loving, kind parents. I'm sorry, there are some parents out there that wasn't loving and kind. And if you have one of those, what you do, like you just said, stop, bag up, and get you together. Ask the Lord to deal with you first. Because if you're going in with what they did to me when I was young, that's how you're going to treat them. And that's not the way God intended for us to do things. So you stop, Lord, I have this issue, this problem, they did this, put it all out there at his feet, ask him to help you to forgive them.
Right.
Because you're going to take care of them way better than they did you, so that God can be pleased with it.